Hey, all you earth signs out there, could you use a little insight regarding what's in store for you for the month of August? Well, then pay attention to this video. Hey guys, so this reading is for the earth signs, the Virgos, Tauruses, and Capricorns out there. I've already drawn the cards to save a little bit of time. The first card that comes up is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This is paired with a clarifying card of Stone of Ancestors, Higher Good, Guidance, and Choice. Obviously, the blatant meaning on the card is forgiving and learning, so that's pretty straightforward. The more you're willing to forgive, the easier it is to find that inner happiness again. So, okay, so I'm just going to examine each of these cards. Forgiving and learning. So in this, I'm just going to go, I'm not even going to overanalyze too much. I'm just going to go blatantly what's on this card. It's going to be a lot of verbal vomit. May or may not make sense. Take what resonates, dismiss what doesn't. So on this card, I see a male that's consoling a female. The female is very distraught. I see spirit intervening in this. Spirit's more connected with the male than the female. Trumpet, horn being blown. Something's going to be found out is what's coming up. So there may have been some secretivism on the part of the male part. Female's going to find out and be distraught about this. But the forgiving and learning aspect comes in with, I think, both of you are learning from this experience. Male is learning what he does and doesn't want. He is choosing, I don't know, it's hard to say what's really going on here because he is consoling the distraught female, but he's looking away from her somewhere else. So that could be in contemplation, or it could be he is consoling one female and looking to another partner. It's really hard to say. I do see spirit surrounded by the male. I mean, spirit is surrounding the male. And there's two spirits surrounding the male. There's definitely a horn being blown, like trumpet being blown, like the game is up, truth is coming out type of vibe. So let's go with the clarifying card and see if we can make more sense out of this. So we have Stone of the Ancestors, Higher Good, Guidance, and Choice. There is an older female in spirit. So I'm guessing one of these two spirits surrounding the male is a female. Could be someone that passed at an older age that is surrounding the male. This female is trying to guide the male, and the male is really trying to figure things out. He hears spirit, but he's still not ready to follow the path that spirit's trying to put him on. Spirit's usually going to try to put you on the path that's going to make you happiest, that's best for you, that's most in line with you. I see this male is not being ready to do that yet. But he is a good person. He is consoling the female, but he's still not ready. And spirit's there, but he's just not ready. Again, male has a choice. He has free will to make whatever choice he wants. Spirit's trying to guide him to the right choice so he doesn't waste time trying to figure it out, but he's either not hearing spirit or he's just not, how do I say it? he feels the guidance, but he's not ready to accept the guidance. He's still, how do I say it? I think he knows in his gut what he should do, but he's not, he's questioning his gut. He's questioning what's right for whatever reason. I don't know what the reasons are. Everybody's going to be different, but there is older, wiser energy connected with this that's trying to guide him, but he's not ready to do the right thing. it's what's coming out. He's still looking away from the right thing. That's what's kind of happening here. This is going to sound really stupid, but the female has something to do with fried chicken. Or some kind of chicken. There is chicken connected with the female in spirit that has passed. Definitely a lot of bird. Like cooked bird as in food, not as in like spirit animal energy, which is kind of funny. The energy that's coming from this female is, it looks like she's been trying to guide this male for a long time to do the right thing, and this male just keeps fucking up, I guess. She's trying to guide him to his happiness, and he gets close but then turns away. It's the energy that's coming up. And like I said, there are two spirits attached to this male. It looks like there are actually two female spirits attached to this male. Probably someone that's passed, or one person that's passed and a spirit guide. And he looks sad and in contemplation is what's going on with this male. And female here just looks distraught. He's half-assingly comforting her, but he's still contemplating. It seems like he contemplates a lot, and Spirit's trying to guide him to the right direction. But he's in like, well, should I do this? This doesn't. My gut says this, but I don't want to do that, or I'm not ready to do that. Kind of feel. What else do we have here? There's a 14. I don't know if that's significant or not for like August 14th or not. I'm not sure, but if it comes up, I mention it. But the gist that's coming up is that this male is not ready to take in that spiritual advice. He's not ready to follow the path to happiness. He's still looking away from it, but in contemplation. Like he's looking away as in, I'm not going to do that, but I'm still thinking about it, but I'm not going to do that, is the vibe and the feel of his face. So let's move on to the next card. And again, this stuff, I'm gonna timestamp it for August. It doesn't mean if you come across this reading in like December, January, that it's not gonna make sense. Time is really irrelevant. I'm just doing this reading now. It's gonna find who it needs to find, when it needs to find it. And again, take what resonates. Don't worry about what doesn't. There's a lot of earth signs out there. I do it for 3 signs at a time just because it's easier to get the readings out. But again, there's a lot of people under each sign, and then there's 3 signs together. So not everything in every video is going to resonate with everyone. So if something doesn't resonate, don't try to make it resonate. Just drop it. You'll know in your gut if it makes sense to you or not. So next card that comes up is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning in your life. This is paired with Ripe Berries Moon, life lessons, victory, and courage. So this reconciliation, it looks like someone that's been gone pretty long. It doesn't look like someone that like was in a short time frame and then just came back. This looks like something that was gone for some time. There's a lot that's changed. This person, I see this female in this situation has changed a lot. She may have gone through a serious life situation or something, but she's definitely come back renewed, but colder, if that makes sense. Can't really tell who's, actually gender is irrelevant too, so I shouldn't even be dwelling on like male and female. It's just showing someone from the long past that you thought was completely out of the picture comes back into the picture, and they've gone through a lot and things are very different for them now. Things have come full circle. A lot of pieces have come together. And there's a lot of courage involved in this. The number on this card is coming up as the 23rd, may or may not be relevant. I think Virgo season starts the 23rd, so I don't know the relevance of that, but I'm just throwing it out there. See strong roots. There's an owl, which is usually very wise, parental, stable, not necessarily very vocal, but they take a lot in before they make a decision. Very rooted, very grounded, very logical. That energy is in there. There's a dark energy, just meaning like raven energy, not necessarily bad or evil, but more macabre kind of energy. There's a hawk, which is energy of someone on the prowl, a hunter as opposed to a gatherer, strong energy. And then the hummingbird energy, which hummingbird energy is typically like chaotic thoughts, over-analyzing things, being all over the place, like maybe I should do this, I gotta do that. Well, what if I do this, this will happen. If I don't do this, this will happen. That kind of chaotic, crazy energy is like the hummingbird energy. So it's showing all of those coming together, things coming full circle. Hummingbird energy becoming more grounded. So there is the wise owl. Everything's connected. Owl is most rooted. Owl is most wise. The hawk, the hunter is more not rooted, but everything is connected. And again, this is connected with the reconciliation card, so I'm not totally sure how to connect those two. I'm just getting a vibe of like things coming full circle. Things coming full circle is what's coming up. But I do see the female in this situation. The male is fully colored, fully embracing the female. The female is definitely more cold. I don't know if this female has gone through a lot of crap in the time that you guys were separated, and she's a lot colder. So it could be the male looking to reconcile and the female just not being fully open. But it's pointing that their reconciliation is there. Yeah, and these last two cards show the male being more pursuing of the female. Female kind of looking more away. She's still connected, still loving and embracing and like touching, hugging. But there's a little bit of a disconnect. Probably out of fear. I think it's a fear base, which is probably why courage is coming up on this card. And she needs to have the courage. And also victory. So I think if I had to base it off of face value, just looking at the cards, I would say that the male will have victory in this situation. But female is very hesitant. Female is the hesitant one in this. She wants to, but she's afraid, and it's showing she needs courage. but I do feel that the hunter wins. The male gets what he wants. But again, this is someone from the past that's in this picture. Next card that comes up that shows the male pursuing, female looking away but still embracing. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This is paired with Blue Moon, which is mastery, recognition, evolution. Again, this is showing things coming full circle. Things coming full circle. So I don't know if this seems to be all connected, but I'm not completely 100% sure. But it's definitely things coming full circle. And this has number 28. So it's showing spiritual guidance, a male and a female. Male being very confident, very dominant. Female being more submissive, laid back. And there's another eye watching this. I'm just pointing this out. I don't know if this makes sense or not, but I see this female having some pretty, I want to say gaudy, like bluish turquoise bright eyeshadow. Could be like an 80s chick or someone that like doesn't quite get the makeup thing as I'm sitting here in dead makeup. See her kind of being an 80s chick. So this might have been a relationship from way, way back. I don't know. And there's dark hair involved. Dark hair involved in both pictures. Might also be, I mean, I want to say it's a relationship with the past, but it could be a past life kind of thing. Only because in the reconciliation card, it's showing like a different realm. It's not showing like an earthly plane, it's showing a different realm. So it very well could be a past life reconciliation, where in a past life things didn't work, and now there's been a lot of learning in the life or lives in the meantime, and this is coming back together. I see female being way more hesitant than the male. Male is more assertive, more confident, more you're mine type of feel, where the female is still kind of warming up to it. There's definitely a strong dominant male energy with this reading. Male is holding the cards in this situation, and female's kind of at his first card. The female's kind of at his mercy. Next cards, female is more, I've been hurt either now or in the past, and now I'm hesitant. I want this, but I'm hesitant, is the feel. And I will put a picture up so you can see the cards and what the energy kind of comes up as. So that's the face value of this reading. I will read from the book because sometimes I don't pick everything up. Sometimes it's hard to shut off the brain that's overthinking it. So I'm going to read from the book for these cards. So forgiving and learning. Okay, forgiving and learning. The romance angels have heard your desire for great love, and they bring you this card as guidance. They see that your heart can give and receive the bliss of romance by clearing away the cobwebs of the past. The angels know that you've been hurt before and that you're wary of being hurt again, yet your defenses are creating barriers to allowing love into your life. As you heal your past, you won't keep recreating it. After all, you attract into your life the situations and relationships that remind you of what you've already experienced, because that is a primary tool of healing. To change to a healthier relationship pattern, it's necessary to detoxify any old anger, blame, or unforgiveness you may be holding. This includes forgiving yourself. If you call upon the angels and ask them to help you release and heal your past, they'll clear away the heaviness so that your heart can soar with happiness. So that is that forgiving and learning card. Next card, reconciliation. Reconciliation. This card indicates that an ex-lover may be re-entering your life. The first person you think of is likely who it will be. The purpose of this reconciliation is to achieve healing and closure with respect to your past. You will understand more about yourself and see your relationship patterns more clearly. You'll take responsibility for the role you played in the relationship's drama, which will free you from the tyranny of unforgiveness. Reconciliations are ultimately about taking care of unfinished business. This card could also possibly mean making peace with a family member or friend. Each relationship is a sacred learning experience, so be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. Ultimately, all healings help your love life and every other part of the world. And the last card we have here is Give Your Relationship a Chance. Okay, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. The romance angels see that your relationship is worth devoting every effort to. Although there may be issues, these can be worked through and healed. You'll need to commit to the relationship to ensure the best chance of success. At the very least, if you do end it, you'll know that you gave it your all. You'll also understand the role that you played in its dynamics. In this way, you'll avoid attracting similar painful situations in the future. You receive this card because there's hope for your partnership. The love is still there. Working with a counselor may be your best option at this point. This professional can identify areas of dysfunction and guide you both in healthier directions. So that is what has come up for the month of August for the earth signs out there. That's the Virgo, Taurus, and the Capricorns. So again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, ignore the rest. If at any time you'd like a personalized reading that's meant specifically just for you, my contact information is in the description. We can make an arrangement for that. Right now I'm running a special. It's half off, so it's $25, and that's for a full reading. So if at any time you have any questions, just comment or send me a message. And that's all I have for the month of August.